appreciate everybody being here this morning and their testimony. It's interesting to listen to the concerns, and as you described your various businesses and opportunities that you have taken advantage of, it was great to listen to some of the things, and it was, I wrote down some of the highlights of some of your comments. It was grateful for the opportunity that's available in this country. As an entrepreneur, you have vision. Small business person, you have to have an attitude of self-reliance, of determination, strong work ethic, respect for your employees, sacrifice, innovative ideas, willing to be able to change or adapt to whatever situation you have, and most of all, get the government out of the way. Do no harm to you. And that's what we here at this committee hopefully are able to do.
Will you yield?
Yes, ma'am.
Did I hear that, or did you add that? I'm just teasing you. Government off my back.
So we're excited that you're here, giving some ideas and again helping us to. Chairman Vasquez has been instrumental in trying to do this and trying to get government out of the way to help you do what you do best, which is lead our country. One quick question for you here with regards to something that we're currently considering legislation that would have an effect on raising energy prices for producers, consumers, transportation firms, everybody. How would a steep increase in energy prices affect your company? And we could just go down the line very quickly. Don't have to have a lengthy explanation, but just briefly give us an idea of how these are going to impact you.
One of the things that we are making strategic investments in is green energy, solar. We purchase most of our electricity from hydropower, so we're looking at bringing and adding to the grid additional power. So that's our perspective.
Okay, very good.
We saw this last year and the year before when gas prices soared through the roof, and we had to charge strip charges to our customers to get to their houses. In many cases, they don't have the money to pay the service call in the first place, and we donate a lot of those service calls back, but we can't afford to do that on a long-term basis. So if the energy costs keep going up, we have to come up with new ways to provide that service, whether that be from satellite locations so we're not driving as far, or diversifying our employment field. But if we do that, they're not going to be working full days because we're going to move them throughout the Denver metro area. Obviously, our traffic has increased over the years. It'll help us sell more energy-efficient furnaces, but that's going to cost our homeowners money to do that.
Thank you.
In our particular case, it costs our customers more because there are trip charges or transportation charges from the manufacturers. Therefore, anytime the customer has to pay more for fuel, they're going to look at us to say, what else can you cut out of our end? Number two, what we did was a 20% cutback, having our employees stay home 1 day a week. We set up to telecommute. The good news is that was great. The bad news is I'm now paying overhead for the office space I took, thinking I had the employees there. So the impact is negative as the energy cost goes up. And we must work in the LEADS program. So energy impacts us in a 360 mode.
In real estate, energy costs, increasing energy costs actually increases somebody's overall cost of living, and what that means is they have less disposable income all across the board, whether it's for incidental health care or their mortgage payment, etc. And so how it affects our business, it affects our business because people can afford to buy less house and have less money to spend, and so it reconfigures the way people live. They don't want to commute. They want to live in urban centers. Urban centers are not prepared yet to deal with that huge influx of people because there's a lot of density issues that we're seeing in cities. And the other thing that happens is people are looking elsewhere. We expect to see about 10% of the baby boomers to leave the United States and move to foreign countries because there's lower costs of living there.
That's actually a very complicated question for us. Obviously, increasing energy negatively impacts us because we transport such huge goods. I mean, some of our things weigh 250 million pounds, and that's by barge or by truck or by rail. Certainly, that's a huge expense. However, on the other side, it is an equation because, for example, when the gas prices have risen, obviously public transit goes up and the investment in streetcars, goes up, so we can potentially sell more product or more wave energy devices. So for us, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, and that is an incredibly complex question. A couple things. In Missouri, the vast majority of the electric power that's produced is produced by coal, and so and so and that's both good and bad, I guess, in that the rates are really low. So I can't say that electric utility rates have been an impediment to growth in Missouri up to this point in time. What we're concentrating on over the next few years is to come up with programs and strategies to help businesses really of all types use less energy, use the energy more efficiently, and wait to see how regardless of whatever happens with the regulatory environment in Washington from Washington D.C., we think that's a reasonable strategy to take.
I think it would definitely negatively affect our company because our customer base are police officers and they have to drive their vehicles around. And if energy prices go up, their whole budget gets taken up by feeding the gas tanks of the cars because they have to, and that eats up their discretionary income to spend on other products.
Well, it's my opinion that the fuel prices actually pushed the economy to the point it is now. It was already, going down, but when the price of gas went up so rapidly, everybody's utilities, their gas bill, everything affects something else, and that's what happened when the gas prices went up. It took away a lot of profit from everybody's business.
I don't have anything to add to that.